Krista's Chalking Crew. This is Krista Mahon from Cincinnati, Ohio, independent designer with Chalk Couture. Tonight I'm chalking a size transfer, which is a 5x7, and this one is called Are We There Yet? So it's a nice little transfer. It is in stock right now, and we're going to be doing this on a found surface. It's just a white little box frame. So we have a few tools here. We have a mini squeegee, a regular size squeegee, a stir stick, multi-tool. We would use a Sharpie, but we have used this transfer before. All our transfers are 8 to 12 uses if cared for properly. So we mark it on the back of the packaging, but this is one that's already been used. And we do mark the actual transfer itself, the front and the back, so when it's dry, you can match it back up because these are reusable, okay? So we don't need the Sharpie tonight. We will be using 3 different paste colors. The chalkable, washable paste. It is washable with water, but we're actually using it on wood tonight, so it will not be washed off. Once it gets in the grain of the wood, it will be permanent. Okay, so we just peel the transfer off the backing. We have a fuzzing cloth to pick up a little bit of lint so it doesn't stick to our surface so well that it will not come off. Okay, so we'll set our fuzzing cloth aside. We are going to put this on our box frame. It doesn't look like it fits, but it will once we get it inside here. It's going to be a really cute project. We want to make sure that we have all the bubbles smoothed out. If you have any bubbles, you can peel it back up. Sometimes I take the flat side of the squeegee and I will just run it down it. You can kind of hear if there's any bubbles. They will come out as you're doing this. And I make sure it's nice and tight at the edge. And I picked 3 different colors for this. So I have Blue Jay, I have our new Shimmer Shadow, and then our Silver Shimmer. Okay, so we're going to use our permanent, or our stir sticks. They are plastic, they are reusable. And we're going to stir these up. Squeegees are also plastic and reusable. So you wash them and you will reuse them over and over. Our paste is a little dry, the Blue Jay. So we're going to use our fine misting bottle and spray a little bit of water into our paste. It is recommended for distilled or filtered water, just because some people's water has chemicals in it. So filtered or distilled. You want the consistency to be yogurt, like a yogurt type or softened butter. And that's the best. We have some little fine details, so we might not use that one. We're definitely going to use the mini though. And then we also might use the little multi-tool for the fine detail, like the spare tire here and then the tires itself here. So also we have this new tool that's, it is out of stock right now, but it's coming back, and it's called the detail tool. It has a nice little sharp edge here, so you can get under the transfer and be able to peel it off. So we might need that when we're done. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started here. We're going to use mini squeegees. And when I stir the paste, I try to use my mini squeegee and get the excess paste off of the stir stick. And I put it in my bath of water. Like I said, I wash them and then I set my squeegee here. Some people will put it on the project, but I'm doing multiple colors, so I don't really want to do that. And this helps keep your jar of paste nice and clean, and the edges, okay? So I try to do it as best as possible, and I just set the squeegee in the lid, and I put my tools all in the bath of water. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started on this. I'm going to use the blue for the letters, so we'll start at the top here of our transfer. Just put a little bit on your slanted side of your squeegee, and you're just going to go ahead and squeegee it on. Put it on pretty thick, but then when you go to get the excess off, you will should be able to read what you're actually chalking or inking. Okay, and since this is wood, we're going to try to be careful to stay on our teal part of the transfer and try not to go off the transfer. Chalkboard, plastic, metal. We could wipe it right off and do it again, but just because we're working with wood, I want to make sure I keep it on there. Okay, I'm going to do the top of the camper in the same blue. I'm going to try to get right on the edge and do my silver. So I'm just going to pull this down and try to make a straight edge where the top of the camper is. Okay, if it goes into the other color a little bit, it's not going to be the end of the world, but I kind of do want it to be like a line. You can move the squeegee in multiple directions, whatever works best for your wrist or your hands to be able to do it to the best of your ability. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do, let's do my black. So we're going to use the little multi-tool. This is the Shimmer Shadow, and we're going to go ahead and do the tires and the spare tire on the back. I'm going to try our best not to go up into the camper too bad here. So we're just going to tap this on a little bit. Make sure our transfer is covered. Dip it again for the tire back here. Okay. I'm going to do this tire. I love the multi-tool. The detail tool also has one side that is a smaller squeegee than this one even. We can definitely use that as well. Just going to try to use this one and make our tires to the best of our ability. Okay. Just want to make sure we get all areas of there. Okay. And then we're going to use the silver. We may use the other side of this when we get close to the black. So we're going to go ahead and just pull this down. And sometimes when you have the paste on there and it might be a little bit thicker when you get around the other color, it's quite okay. If you go into the other color, you can just wipe it off. It's not a problem. I'm going to hit it kind of close to this blue and then try to just smooth it out. And then same thing over here. I don't need to do the whole entire area of the teal part because what we're actually chalking is the silkscreen area. Okay, so we're just gonna try to go around and get it on as close as I can to the black. You can also turn your project, whatever works best. Sometimes it works best if you can turn it. Okay, and then we are going to use the little detail tool, so I'm going to take some off of here, and this helps get fine detail around this other tire where I might not want the black to get on my transfer. Okay, after we're done with that, then we will peel the transfer off. Okay, so flip this back around. Take the little detail tool, the little end helps peel it off. And there's our little transfer. So this is a size A, and I think it's a really cute little box frame. Oh, we did have a little bit right there, so what we'll do is we'll take a wet wipe. As it's wet, we will wipe it right here because I hit it with the paste there. So just cleans up nicely. Thank you for joining me tonight for my little project. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.